Richard, and this is the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. Yeah, that's what we're doing. At Richard on the MakeCode forum. Say hi to me there.
I'm Vivian. I'm at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forum. We already talked. No need to say hi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and anyway, today we are first. I would be remiss if I didn't mention it's a classic VR stream. Wait, no, it's an RV stream when I'm in charge. On the road. Um, and I promised last week that we would work on this. Today we are working on Metroidvania, and we're going to keep working on it probably in the future, but not anymore this week because I'm out on Thursday and Friday. And tomorrow we're doing something special. So tune in tomorrow for a Minecraft speedrun. But anyway, let's talk about our Metroidvania. So first, we started this a while ago. We've done 2 parts in this game so far, and there's not much to it right now. So we can hopefully kind of just go in whatever direction we want. But first, let's talk about what a Metroidvania is. Okay, Vivian, what's a Metroidvania?
Okay, so you're a person, right? And what happens as you go through life? You get some stuff, and sometimes that stuff is useful. So then you can go to new places with your stuff that you couldn't go before.
Yep, that's pretty good, yeah. So basically, you've got like a world that you can explore, right? And as you go through the world, you'll be like, huh, look at that door. Oh, that door's got like this weird thing in front of it. Oh, I can't go through that door and I can't get rid of that weird thing. What am I to do? And then like a few hours later, you get like a weird thing remover. Well, now you can go through that door you saw earlier and your world gets bigger. So that's the idea with the Metroidvania. So we're going to be, we've added like 2 pieces of equipment so far that you can get into this game. So let's take a look. By the way, the fabulous tree tile set in this game was by Vivian, and I believe I did the little skeleton witch.
Yeah, it looks great.
All right, so let's go through it. We're gonna go through a door, and now we've got this little thing over here. These platforms are super boring. I need to change them into something else. Okay, so here's our first piece of equipment you can get. Obviously, it's a windflower. So when you get the windflower, now you can double jump. So we probably need to, I think maybe the first thing we'll do actually is let's change how we get this windflower, because right now you get it and it's not immediately apparent what it does. You know, you kind of just have to figure out that's giving you a double jump from context clues. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at our other piece of equipment. So I'm going to head over here, go through this door, and then, oh, look, we got some weird ground. And then we got, oh, the Palamander. I was hoping I could show the Palamander before I picked him up, but I picked him up too quickly.
Wait,
and
what's the Palamander?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a salamander. Who's your friend? It's a Palamander. This is obvious.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so when you get to Palamander, you can now launch these little fireballs, and it lets you burn through these tiles. And yeah, so those are our 2 pieces of equipment. And so you might have noticed when I was going through that other location, what we were doing is, right, there's no world here, so that door does nothing. So what we did was, I'll just head back over there real quick. We have we've designed the level so that you are forced to use your new equipment to get out of the situation you are in, right? Mm-hmm. So once I get over here, let's do it without picking up the Palamander this time. There we go. Look how adorable he is.
So cute. Love.
Yeah, I think Shannon drew that. So I can't get out of here. There's no way for me to get out except by picking up the Palamander and figuring out how to use this thing. So this is like a classic Metroidvania thing. You get trapped and you have to learn to survive.
We had a suggestion from chat.
Yep.
Whenever the player dies, a little grave tile is placed where they die.
That's fun. Yeah.
That's cute.
I like that because the world will change as we go, which is fun. We also haven't done any enemies yet, so maybe we'll do that today. Okay, so let's start by doing that first thing I mentioned. I want to make it so that, like our Palamander, when you get the wind flower, we're going to make it so that there is, you have to use the windflower to get out. So I guess that means we're going to put it inside like a pit.
Ah, yes, the best place for flowers to grow.
Yeah.
A pit.
Um. Okay. Well, because of that sass, we'll make it so that you actually get it from like a on top of a mountain that has really high sides.
Mm-mm. Wait, okay,
You
yeah.
have like
So we have a question that the player is a skeleton, right? But didn't we have like a bird skeleton backstory for this character?
oh, you're right. We did have something about bird skeletons. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. Okay, so
Obviously.
we have these other images over here. It was like a few months ago we were working on this game, I feel like.
Yeah, how did this get
So
revived?
yeah. Well, someone was asking.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we've got this wonderful old man bird, which I love. Um, and we've got another bird. Aw, this is a Shannon bird if I've ever seen one. Or is this a Vivian bird?
I don't think
One
I
of
think
the
I drew the old man bird.
two. And this is the Joey bird. And then this is
A
a
skull?
skull.
Hard to
What was the
say.
story for this game? Someone's got to go and do like.
All right, this is my giant
Arg-
flower.
Yeah, I like the giant flower. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set do this map thing, and then hopefully we can at some point figure out what the heck we were thinking when we were making this game. I mean, sometimes we make weird games, but this one just seems really weird.
True.
I also can't believe we chose this purple and blue color palette.
That was definitely me. I think I said that, and you were like, and I was like, trust. It'll be great.
It does look good, but it's a little hard on the eyes, I think.
But it really shows you what's important, which is you.
Mm.
Oh, we have another suggestion. Maybe the hat could change color based on the power the player has equipped as a visual indicator to the player. So, like, if they talk to an NPC, they don't fireball it out of existence.
Interesting. Yeah, we could totally do that. I think that'd be easy enough. So we're talking more like Mega Man style. So in the old Mega Man games, you had like one thing that was equipped at any time. You unlocked them, and they gave you special powers and stuff. But you could always just you had to switch between them.
Also, we have the backstory for our game. Webhead artist remembers it. So it's like you are a wizard or something, and you miscast a spell and turned everyone into birds, and you have to revert the spell.
Really?
Amazing.
I do not remember that at all, but I believe Webhead artist.
Mm-hmm.
I have no reason not to. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna put our windflower in here somewhere. So let's go ahead and get our windflower. We'll put it right here. Put it like up high, and we're going to. I think let's use that giant flower that we have. Do we want that to be a boss battle? Or...
I was thinking, yeah, it'd be cute if it was like fighting, and then if you beat it, then you get the flower.
I like that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna make it so that this is in like what's that? What's the part on top of the volcano called?
The volcano
caldera?
mouth. No?
Is it caldera?
Caldera?
Caldera. Caldera.
Cald. Whoa, that's a real word.
Yeah.
A large volcanic crater, especially one formed by a major eruption leading to the collapse of the mouth of the volcano. It was mouth.
Nice. Okay. So mouth and caldera both work. Everybody wins today.
Oh, it's a large cauldron-like hollow.
Nice. It works because we have a witch nugget.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna build it up like this. So it's like you're climbing up a volcano, which is cool. Fill that in. All right. So we need to have a little bit of room to do our battle. So we're gonna make this quite a bit bigger. Let's go over and do for the width. Let's up it to twice as wide. Do 48. And now let's go ahead and do like whoop. And here is where we will do like our little battle. So we need to put something to spawn our flower. So let's go ahead and. Oh right, it won't show up in here. Let me do a copy paste.
Mm.
Do.
What?
What?
What are you doing? Wait, I'm confused.
I'm doing copy and paste for this tile.
Oh.
What is the most evocative part of this flower?
Yeah.
Do that, I guess.
Yeah. Wait, we have an amazing suggestion. We have lots of suggestions today. We have another one that says after you take the flower, the volcano should erupt and you have to run away or get burned. And we also have a suggestion for an enemy that plays your ribs like a xylophone.
Okay. Definite yes on the first one. Not sure about the second one.
The second one seems really fun and not enemy-like.
Yes, I would say so.
Maybe a friend?
Could be a friend. Okay, so brief problem. So right now, the way that you get to here is by going through this one, which I feel like doesn't make a ton of sense that you end up in a volcano by going through here. But maybe we just don't care about that. So yeah, we'll just not care about that right now. And I don't want to spend too much time on this. So let's go ahead and fill this in. And let's give our ground some ground stuff.
We love ground stuff.
All right. Ground stuff accomplished. Turn some of these into flowers. And there's no ground stuff on the inside of the caldera.
True.
All right. So now that we got this, let's go ahead and go into our game. And I think that this should just work because of how we wrote our code, but we'll see. So let's go down and go over to where that is. Down we go. Into here. All right, yeah. So we got to the right place. Got our flower right there. Climb on up this volcano. And we are indeed stuck. If I get this,
nice.
Just barely get out of here. All right, so that's perfect. We did what we wanted. And make sure I can't get stuck over here. Yeah, we're good. All right, so do we want to do the lava first or the boss battle first? I'm kind of excited about the lava.
Then do the lava.
All right. So the way we're going to do this is first, let's go ahead and get rid of our other windflower, and let's get rid of these weird platforms. I don't like them.
Our canon suggestion for like why the volcano is there is it could be a underwater volcano, and that's why you have to go underground.
So we're underwater?
Make it an underwater volcano. It's felt very strongly in chat.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey, does this look like we're underground?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. We'll see how it looks in the game. Good or bad?
Good. I think so, especially since there's lots of purple, and we've established that purple is ground.
Cool. All right. So let's go ahead. We've got our windflower overlap somewhere around here. Let's go find that. Okay, windflower get. And I think we're going to change the name of this to be something volcano related. What's the name of a volcano flower?
I'll only look it up. Pahoi? I don't know much about volcanoes, Richard. I'm sorry. This is not. I'm out of my comfort zone.
Caldera rose.
Oh. We have a suggestion that's just lava flower, which I feel like I could have at least come up with that, but I didn't.
I think I played an arcade game before that had a lava flower in it. That other Metroidvania we played. Do you remember?
What? We played one?
Yeah. It was from the forum. It was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. That was really good. I don't remember what it
hmm
was called.
I don't know what it's called either, but when we figure it out, we'll let everybody know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna make this function volcano erupt, and let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna go to our functions, go to volcano erupt, and we need a location to start this volcano eruption from. So I think that the easiest way to do that is to just get the location of the player when we start erupting the volcano. So
Mm.
um, epicenter, not really the right word at all, but okay. So we want to get the location of I think I named the player. There we go, the player. So my basic idea for how we're going to do this is we're just going to spawn a bunch of lava things that are going to have gravity, and it's just going to launch out, and they're going to be moving to the right, and there's going to be no friction, so they just keep moving on the ground.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So we got to give the player time to like react. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the timers extension.
We had a suggestion that might help for this. The screen should shake.
Yes, absolutely. Same idea. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this timer extension so that we can do stuff in here. We can't pause inside of this event, or maybe we can, and I don't remember, but I don't think we can. So we're going to go ahead and go into here. We're going to do an after some amount do, but before we do that, we're going to go into our scene, and we're going to do the screen shake. So we're going to do camera shake by 4 pixels for, we got to give them time to like react. So I think we want to do like 5 seconds.
That's my
Exactly right.
Yeah, that's my volcano sound effect. I've never.
Okay, so we're gonna make a boolean called volcano erupting. We're gonna set it to true. We're gonna do a while loop. And we're going to create some projectiles. So go ahead and go to here. Oh, that's from side. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, let's just do normal sprites and then we'll set all the flags. And we got to draw a lava blob.
Have you seen lava in person, Richard?
No, have you?
No.
I wish.
Yeah. Maybe Aldrich?
Oh yeah, he did go to a place where lava is.
I'll ask him about his experience next time.
Lava blob. Lava. Okay. So what we want to do, is it lava or magma? I think it's lava.
Magma's inside?
I think magma is inside, lava's outside.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So we're going to create our lava blob. We're going to place it on top of our epicenter.
We have a question in chat. Should you put that while loop in a separately do? Or does the after?
I put it inside of an after 5,000 do. So I want to make sure that this is going to do the same thing as a separately do, but it's going to make it so that it waits 5 seconds to do it, so that we have 5 seconds of just shaking, and we'll be like, oh no, what's happening? I got to get out of here. And then it's going to start volcano erupting.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay, so we're going to create our lava. We're going to put it on top of this. We're going to go ahead and go into our thing here, and we're going to actually, you know what? Let's use Joey's extension.
Nice.
So the reason I want to do is extension because it has this really nice. Oh, not the place one. We want the velocity one. Yeah. We're going to set the velocity to be, I don't know, like 100 or something. And we're going to set it, the angle to be, let's see, inside of Sprite Utils, there's a convert degrees to radians. There we go. We're going to do a random range. I always do degrees because it is easier to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Wait. Is that... Oh, Daniel,
Yeah,
hi. I was like wondering where the noise was coming from. Here.
Hey, Daniel.
Hello. I heard y'all were doing volcanoes, so had to pop in.
Are you a volcano expert?
I'm not an expert. There's 37 volcanoes in Guatemala, so there's a bunch of them, and one of them, well, 3 of them are super active, but one of them's very close to the city, so it's got a bunch of fun facts if you'll need them.
Have you
Have you seen lava?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like?
Hot. So it's, there's this very touristy hike basically that we generally take, well, Americans or whoever visits the country, but it's the volcano is called Pacaya, and it's just south of the city, very close by, and you'll do a hike and then you take marshmallows and then you basically do s'mores on top of the lava.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Wait, so
not the safest place, not the most normal place to go to, but
so if it's active, is there like danger and like volcano safety that you have to learn?
Sure. I mean, technically, but not really. It could explode at any moment and just kill everyone. But
I see. Sure.
Hey, Mount Rainier is also a volcano.
Yeah, when I was in the area, they had a bunch of signs that were like volcano eruption evacuation route. I'm like, what? I feel like I should have known about this before coming here.
Yeah, Mount Rainier is on the list of like 10 most dangerous volcanoes in the world. All right, so we got our eruption, which I gotta say is a little disappointing. I don't know how you guys feel about this.
Yeah.
So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me up this a bit, and then I'll get back to this point in the game. But please continue.
No, you're good. I'm just trying to catch up on what exactly all the game is about.
So we're doing a Metroidvania, which is a type of game where you kind of explore around and you unlock items, and that lets you explore more parts of the world. And so right now what we're doing is we want to make it so that when we unlock a certain item, this one right here, which we have named the Caldera Rose, when you get it, it starts a volcano eruption because it's inside of a volcano. So the other thing is that I can't get out of here unless I pick this up, because what this does is it gives me double jump.
Oh, nice.
All right, so let's do it.
Oh.
Okay, well, it's getting better.
Yes. Maybe you should give it like straight up velocity, and then after a bit, give it some X velocity.
I think if I just, like crank it up more, I think we'll get there. But I'm not 100% sure. But let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Up. Eventually, I'm going to get so annoyed by this running every time I go to debug that I will fix the game to start us there. Okay, let's go.
Hey, Daniel, what does a volcano sound like?
I think this is pretty good.
I think you've been to Rainier. Sounds pretty much like Rainier.
That's too bad.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question.
I'd be impressed with getting any volcano sound bites, I'll have like a microphone. We could do a sound collecting game.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right,
what's
so
going on?
I think this is actually working pretty well. We've got some lava definitely coming down, but it's like dodgeable, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we want to make sure that it's like survivable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is good. Our game is getting super slow because we're creating so many sprites and we're not stopping. They're not getting destroyed. So you can see that my computer is getting laggier and laggier. So let's fix that. We want to clean up these sprites at some point. So one way to do that is with a lifespan. But the way I'm thinking of doing it, and this won't be well, no, this will work pretty well, I think. Is we have a lot of ones that are like not going anywhere. They're either getting caught in these corners, or they're getting caught in the corner down here, or they're getting caught in the corner at the very end. And when that happens, they don't have any velocity. So what we can do is we can do an on-game update where we loop over all of our lava blobs. Here we go. And we just check to see if their Vx equals 0. And if it does, we just destroy them.
If you're not moving, you're dying. This lava is actually sharks.
Is that actually true about sharks?
I don't know.
I think it is actually. I vaguely remember reading the reason why. It's because they like to breathe, they have to move forward.
They get water past them to get the, but it's okay because there's like the ocean water is always moving, so they don't have to constantly be moving.
Maybe.
But
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of my facts.
Do you think we can get a shark on the stream?
Aren't sharks hard to keep in captivity? Or some sharks?
Well, I don't want to keep them in captivity, you know. I just want to have them on.
I know, but like, how are we gonna find a shark if not in captivity?
That's true, I guess. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we got lava going, and when it hits the edge, it should There you go. Right, it gets destroyed. All right, one problem though. I'm gonna go over here, and well, I don't actually know if it's gonna work, but let's see if we can. Let's see what we can see. Come on now. There we go. Yeah. All right, the volcano's still erupting, which doesn't make a ton of sense, but look at that.
That's silly.
Yeah, it's just coming out of the sky. So we need to fix that, obviously. We're gonna go to where we do our like move. Maybe load map. Oh, actually load map. Wait, so what does maybe load map do? Maybe load map just calls load map. That's a useful function.
When do we call maybe load map? Why don't we just call load map?
Yeah, you know, we would have to go back and I think investigate how we got to this point. But so when we just want to make it so that our volcano erupting is no longer happening. So let's go ahead. We're going to set our volcano erupting to false.
Maybe you didn't want to end up in the void. You just never did that.
Yeah, that could be it. Okay, so we'll set volcano erupting to false. That should stop our while loop. We also want to destroy all of the lava blobs. So let's go ahead and go to our tile maps extension. That's where that is. And we want to do the destroy all sprites of kind. Yeah, here it is. Lava blob. All right, cool. Let's do our boss battle now. All right, we got the music. Vivian, you drew this flower, I believe, right?
I did.
Yeah. So how do you describe this flower's personality? Like its likes and wants?
Oh, it's very aggressive, definitely overconfident. Yeah. Do you want to hear my suggestions for? It's okay. There's one like ranged attack where it maybe like sends out flower petals or bees and just goes choo, choo, choo. And then it has a head smashing attack. So every once in a while the flower like rears its head and goes boom and just smashes nearby. Maybe it goes boom, 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 left and right, to smash. You're like, whoa.
If you animate that, I'm into it.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me do it.
Right here. Let me send this to you.
Thank you.
You guys can't see what I am doing, but I'm sending a chat. Okay, it's 40 by 50. All right, so let's get started though with our little boss battle code. So you might remember we put a tile to mark where we want this boss battle to happen. So we can go ahead and put that in now. Let's go to our on-map tile map loaded, so right here. And we want to make it so that we have a place for us to spawn our flower guy. So that's easy to do. We're just going to go into our scene. We're going to do place on top of random because we only have one. And we're going to create a sprite with our flower image. Where did I put that block? There it is. Alphabetized, fire boss. There we go. All right. So we've got our tile right here that we're going to spawn it on. So we want to get rid of this tile now because we don't want the. Oh right, I'm just always creating it right now. I should probably check to make sure this tile actually exists. But look how nice that flower looks.
Beautiful.
It's very menacing, I would say.
Good.
Also, we definitely. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure we can't jump as high as it. So we should be able to make it so that we set just like a wall behind it so that we can't get past it until it is defeated. All right. So we're going to go ahead and check to make sure that tile exists. The easiest way to do that is get the array of all the locations. And we can just put this inside of a for up loop. And instead of doing this place on top of random, we'll do a place on top of that location. Oh, nope. And alphabetical, flower boss. Okay, so we're going to place our flower boss on top of the value. This isn't going to quite work, though, because our boss is pretty big. In fact, hey, Vivian, how big are you making your animation?
I was gonna I guess I should make it wider. Tell me what's good.
No, anything's good.
Maybe.
All I need to do, I just need to make sure I make the initial image the same size.
60
so
by
whatever
60?
Works for you.
That makes it like.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to our flower image, and I'm going to make it 60 by 60.
Actually, can it be 60 by 50? I didn't mean to say 60.
All right, 60 by 50. I'll forgive you this one time. Okay.
Thank you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I think I missed one. All right, there we go. Okay, so we're creating our flower boss. Let's go ahead and give it a new kind, which is going to be flower boss. And we're placing on top of our value, but we need to adjust its location. The reason why is because when you use this place on top of tile location, what it does is it places it on top of the centered on that tile. This thing is bigger than one tile by quite a bit. So we need to center it on so that its bottom is at the bottom of the tile. And the easiest way to do that is to actually go into our tile maps extension. We have this wonderful column block, but inside of here, you can get the bottom, can put in our location, and we can just take our, we can just take our sprite and set its bottom to be the bottom of this tile. So I'm going to change this to be flower boss. I'm going to change this to be bottom, and we'll set it to the value bottom. So now let's go ahead, just look at our code. And there's our flower.
Is big.
It's good. It is big. Okay, so I definitely can't jump over this guy, which is perfect. All right. Also, you can probably tell, but the tile's still there, both like behind it. So we're gonna go ahead and clear our tile. Let's go into our scene, and I really like this flower, by the way. Good classic boss flower is.
True. As we know, flowers are very dangerous and potentially enemies.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're setting this at our value. And actually, what I'm thinking now is we probably don't want to do that. Instead, we're just going to cover up the tile. So let's go ahead and go to our tile maps extension. Inside here somewhere there is a cover. This will work. So we're just going to cover all of our tiles with that ground tile I was using before. All right. And the reason I want to do it like this and not like the other way is because you can get to where that flower boss is before you can actually like cast any fire spells, right? So I can't do any damage right now. So I can go down here and be like, oh, there's a flower boss. That's interesting. And then it's gonna like start destroying me, and I'll be like, ah, and I'll just run back over here. And then hopefully I'll go find my fire spell and come back and be like, you know, flowers hate fire, usually. And then just launch, you know, fireballs at it until I win.
Does this logically make sense for us, though? Because this flower does live on a volcano.
It doesn't live on a volcano. It lives near a volcano.
Okay.
Totally different.
Sure. Of course.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's do that next thing I was talking about. We want to put a wall up behind the flower so that we can't just walk past it. We want to make sure that we have to deal with it. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to take the left. Oh no, I want the get block, not the set block. And we're going to go into our tile maps, and there is another helpful thing down here, which is, wait, did we get rid of this block?
Which block?
We used to have like a convert units block. Oh, I think I got rid of that. That's fine. Okay, so what we're going to do is we want to get our location of the left. We want to get the column that it's in. And so the way to do that is we're going to do a division. So if we divide our left by the tile width, that's going to give us our column, not a tan 2. And we're going to use integer to divide because this will give us an integer out. We don't want to float because there's no floats in tile maps. We just want to use our integer value. So we're doing our left integer divided by our tile width. And so, for example, if our left was 32 and we divided by the tile width of 16, that would give us 2. Column 2. So we've got that. We also want to get the row of the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. We're going to go down to here and change this to the bottom. And now we're going to turn on some walls. So let's go to our wall. We're going to set wall on. And for the column and row, we're going to use these things we just made. So let's use this column. Let's use this as our row. And we want to set, I think 3 is enough. See, how many tiles high can I jump? that looks like 2. So I think 3 should be good. So we're just going to go ahead and do our row -1, and our row -2. I'll do one more for safety. Doesn't hurt.
True.
All right. So that should seal up our exit. Or I guess it's really entrance. Last thing we want to do is we want to actually do the overlap with our boss. So let's go ahead. We're going to go into our overlaps, and eventually we want to add health to our player, but we're not going to do that quite yet. I want to get the boss battle out of the way first. So we're going to do the flower boss, and we're going to do projectile. I think that's what our fireball is, but I guess I should double check. See, somewhere in here there's a B button pressed. There it is. Yeah, okay, so it's just a projectile. So when that happens, we want to do something to our flower, and we need to give our flower some health. So hopefully I already added it, but no, I did not. Hey, Vivian, what time is it?
It's time for Arcade Sprite Data. Nice. Oh, we have a comment from Jay Frazier 314. Hey, MS MakeCode, my video game design course is enjoying your stream today. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're enjoying.
Yeah. I hope you liked our synchronized arcade sprite data.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions or questions or comments, feel free to type in the chat and ask us.
Yes, please. All right. So we're working on our overlaps, our flower boss. We just added the arcade sprite data because we're going to use that to do health. So that's one of the great uses of arcade sprite data, because you can just go ahead and on your sprite, just set a data called health to some number. And I'm going to say 20 for now. It just feels okay.
It's a nice round number, divisible by many others.
That's true.
Those are your number facts for today.
We are a stream about math sometimes. Okay. So when our projectile overlaps with other sprite of kind flower boss, we're going to change that health by -1. So that's going to make its health go down. We need to check that value, though, to make sure that when it gets to 0, we destroy it. So let's go down to here. We're going to get that value and see if it equals 0 or not. So let's see. As number, make this other sprite, make this health. And so if it equals 0, then we want to destroy our flower. Got a destroy block right here. And then finally, we also want to destroy our projectile. So this is really important, and this is kind of a common mistake with projectiles. When you have them overlap with something else, you want to destroy them, because otherwise that overlap event is just going to keep happening. Next frame is going to happen again. Next frame is going to happen again. It's just going to keep happening until they're either not overlapping or one of them gets destroyed. So we don't want that, because otherwise we'll just launch one projectile and it will do 20 damage. So we want to make sure we destroy our projectile also. Now, finally, we have our flower boss. We want to clear that wall that we made if you are successful. So we're just going to go ahead and duplicate all of these wall blocks that we just did. Change it to wall off, because you have defeated the flower boss.
True.
And we're going to change this all to other sprite. I don't think we're ever going to have more than one flower boss, but hey, maybe we will.
Imagine at the end, it's just an army of flower bosses.
It could be.
It'd be terrifying.
I feel like we should give this flower boss like a pun name.
Okay, you've got pollen.
Mm-hmm.
You've got
a pollinizer.
Trying
to do a pulverizer.
Oh yeah, that's cute. The
That
pollinizer.
doesn't quite work though.
Don't you think a bee should be the pollinizer though?
That's true.
Oh, okay. So, the video game design class just joined the stream. So, do you want to give a overview of what this game is, Richard?
Yeah. So this is a game we started a few weeks ago, which is why there's like so much code already. But we're making a Metroidvania. So Metroidvania is a game where you kind of have a big old world that you're exploring, and you unlock equipment, or other things that let you explore more of the world. So the idea is that sometimes you'll come across parts of your world that you can't get through. Let's actually go over here because we need this to test. So I'm going to go over to here. You can see I've got this brown wall that I can't go through. Well, if I keep going, we're going to see this wonderful little guy, the Palamander. And when I pick him up, I now have a fire spell that lets me get out. So another kind of classic thing in Metroidvanias is that when you get a new piece of equipment, you make it so you can't leave unless you use that piece of equipment, because it forces them to learn how to use it. So we're going to go ahead and use our Palamander to get out of here. Now that we've got our Palamander, we can get to our flower and we can get past that part, because you need to have the fire spell to get past the flower. So even if we went here earlier, we wouldn't be able to actually go past it because of that wall we just made. So you can see, I can't go past this wall. But now that I have this, I can go ahead and do blah, 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 blah. I have to hit him 20 times. Nice. Now I can go through. Whoops. Okay. Got an off by one error there.
Secret hole.
It's fine. We'll fix that. Yeah, so I hope that clears that up. Let me know if you need some more explanation. But the other thing that we've done today is that we've made this other unlock. You can get this thing we call the Caldera Rose. And when you pick it up, the volcano erupts, it gives you a double jump. And like this lava just launches everywhere, which is cool. And you have to like run away.
I'm working on a flower attack animation.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's fix that thing. Let's fix the secret hole that we made, because that's weird.
Yeah.
Should be easy to do. All you want to do is, right now we're doing this tile bottom. We should actually be doing the tile bottom -1. So we're going to put this over here, and then we're just going to increase all of these numbers by 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to do the same thing up here. So get rid of that. Whoops. This is up here. And then 2, 3, 4. So that should fix that. We're going 1 too low. We just need to move everything up by 1. And because it's in arcade, negative is up. That means that we need to subtract more. All right. So, Vivian, how's the attack animation coming? Yeah, take your time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do some more frames of the flower being down, and then it'll be done.
Cool. All right. So while Vivian's working on that, we're gonna go to our flower, and we're gonna add another attack. So I think Vivian mentioned the idea of having like a little petal attack, but I think I want to do something a little bit different actually. I think it would be cool to make it so that the roots come up from the ground.
That is cool.
So we get a little root poking up, and you have to be like, oh no, there's a root, and then move out of the way, and it's gonna launch up and then come down. So let's do that. We're gonna add some code to control the AI of our flower boss. So we're gonna do a forever loop. Forever loop is really good for controlling the AI of things, because it lets you kind of get into this state where you can pause. So you can say I'm going to pause for 1 second, then do this. I'm going to pause for 2 seconds, then do this. I'm going to pause for 3 seconds, then do this. So forever loops are great for that. One thing you got to watch out for, though, is that you don't want to create too many forever loops in your game, or else your game will get slow. So when possible, use an on-game update. But if you need to pause and stuff, the forever is perfect for that. And don't be afraid to use a few forevers. We're talking don't put 10 or 20 into your game. All right. So we need to first make sure that we have a flower boss. So we're going to do a for of loop, and we're going to do our sprites of kind flower boss. Da, 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 da. So this is only going to be one, but this code will only run as long as there is at least one flower boss. So we're going to do a 50% chance, and the 50% chance is going to be that we either do the attack I'm making or the attack Vivian is making. So to start with, let's do 100% chance, and we're just going to start coding the root attack. So with the root attack, what we want to do is we want to like spawn roots in front of the flower. So we've got like, I don't know, 4 or 5 tiles that'll probably be the range for this attack. And so what I'm thinking is we'll just place them on there, and it'll first show up as a little like just triangle basically. And then after a second, it'll like launch up. So we need to create a few different sprites. We want them all to stay for a second and then go up, and I want them to be like staged. So it'll be like boom, 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 and then they'll start going up in the same order they were put down. So like, it's gonna be a cooler effect. So I think the easiest way to do that is I'm going to go ahead and create a sprite that's just going to be the little like root version of it, like the poking up version. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be like just like this, basically.
To warn you.
Mm-hmm.
Something's coming.
Root warning. And what we want to do is I'm going to make a variable for this. We're going to give it a lifespan. And the reason we're doing that is because we're going to make it so that when the lifespan expires, we'll create a new sprite that's going to be the root coming up. So let's go to our property. We'll go ahead and right here, we'll change this to be root, change this to be lifespan. And we want it to stay for, we'll just put it in for a second. That might be too long. That might be too much of a warning, but for now, that's good. So we've got this. Our root is going to be automatically destroyed after 1 second. So if we want to do something when that happens, we can just use an onDestroyed event. All right. So let's say this goes up, I don't know, 48. No, I don't want to make it. I do want to make it wider, so let's make it 16. And we'll make the height 48. And we're going to animate this. I'll do this animation. It won't look as good as if Vivian did it, but...
I don't know about that, Richard.
Yeah?
It is a pretty big flower, I'll say.
Yeah. But hey, who's to blame for that?
That's true. That is my fault. But you know, small flowers just wouldn't be as menacing.
It's true. Okay, before I get too far into this animation, I'm 100% going to forget this if I don't do it right now. I need to make sure I set the X in the bottom of this sprite to match the old one. So let's do that. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and animate this guy going upwards. So my basic plan for this, we've made it 16 by 48, is I'm going to draw the final version of my root. So just do like, make it like curvy. That. Fill it in. Yeah, we're gonna give it some like little nodule things, you know, like roots have.
I'm posting my animation in the chat.
Nice. I'll grab it in just a sec.
Oh, it's loud.
Okay. All right. This is something. I don't love it, but we're running out of time, so let's just go with this for now. So I'm going to go ahead and basically duplicate this, then move it down a few pixels. Duplicate this, move it down a few pixels. Duplicate this, move it down a few pixels. All right. So now if I go ahead and put this as a small number, so let's do like 50, hit play. Ooh, okay, we got our root going one direction. So let's make sure that we go the other direction too. So I'm going to duplicate all of these guys and put them up top. Hey now, get up there. Move. Go. I need to make this much better.
The animation?
The drag and drop on this.
Oh yeah. I struggle.
Yeah, me too. All right, let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, so how many frames do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 frames. We got 11 frames. We got 50 milliseconds each. So that means we want to pause for 550 seconds. Or that's what we want to set its lifespan to.
Oh, we have a suggestion in chat that there should be a thing that shows the amount of frames that you have in the animation editor.
There should. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. All right. So the last thing we need to do is we need to set the position of this guy. So we're going to go ahead and set the bottom of this root to be the same as the flower boss's bottom right there. And we're going to set its X to be, let's see, the flower boss's X plus a random range. And we want it to be like, I don't know, some number of tiles in front. So we'll do from 16 to 64. And then we will do a pause for 500. And we will put this inside of a repeat 3 times. Okay, all right. So we're going to go ahead now and start copying Vivian's animation, which,
only 5
Vivian,
frames.
thank you. Thank you for only making it 5 frames.
Well, yeah, so the situation is there's 2 repeating frames at the beginning, 1 like attacking frame, and then 2 more repeating frames at the end. And you can copy the 2 however much you want. But
yes. All right, cool. So we're going to go into our animation. We're going to animate our sprite. Change this to be our value. Go into our frames, make this 60 by 50. Paste our first frame. Oh, I like this already. So I just duplicate this one?
no. The second one is it has 2 alternating frames, so it's like, alive. This is the screeching flower stage. Like, ah!
I like it. So it's like a warning.
Yeah. So then oh, it's coming.
All right. So now we're going to do the next frame. This one has a good shape to it. Nice. Love the motion lines.
This has big, like, giant cast spot energy, but I've learned from my mistakes from that. And the last 2 are like, on the ground, breathing.
Okay, so what interval for this?
Maybe like 200? Or it could be 100, whatever feels right.
Why is this reversed?
Is it reversed?
Oh, no, it's not.
What?
Oh, I flipped it and you didn't. Right, okay. So I'm just gonna flip all these.
Oh, I see. Because it wants to attack to the right instead of to the left.
Yep.
I see. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, no problem. All right, we're a little bit over time, so let's do outros, but I think we're going to have time to show this off. So I have been Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Daniel, at Daniel M on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian, at LiveTrip on the MakeCode forum.
All right, so we need to pause for 1800 milliseconds after this. And we also need to set back our initial image. So I go over to here, I should be able to get that. Looks good. And I can just make this last one.
Related, we're doing a Minecraft stream tomorrow, so.
Oh yeah, you're gonna want to tune in for this. It's gonna be pretty good.
True.
So we're gonna be doing speed run of the game. Have any of us speed run the game before, Vivian?
Have any of us finished the game before, Richard?
That's a good question, and I'm pretty sure the answer is a no. But we have the magic of coding on our side, so I think we'll be able to make it happen.
Fingers crossed.
All right.
Wait, you need to change the percent chance, I think.
Oh. Yep. Vivian wants me to say gold star.
I'm not saying anything. Don't you think you should reward that behavior, Richard?
I would give you a gold star, but Joey's not in the chat, so. All right. Whoa. Check out our root attack going on.
Whoa.
All right, pretty cool. I think I made the roots of kind root, so they are just gonna keep spawning more of them forever. But this looks pretty cool. I think this is a pretty good boss. So yeah, well, next time we'll actually add hearts and damage and stuff. But thanks for watching, everybody. See you tomorrow.